A little overkill, but I got to round these corners off yet. That's a little slop, but that's what I'm going into. Really, the only reason for those two bolts up there is to keep it so it can spin. Once they're tight, I should be right. Lock nuts will go on all of them. I think this 3/4 just long enough for the lock nut to work good. I hope so. But, you know, it's kind of hard to hook stuff up to this. You gotta have a freaking 2-inch wide clevis on whatever you're using. And Ty's busy washing up troughs today. She just got the big one done. I'd have had this thing done a while ago, but I've made like 3 trips out there because she keeps wanting something. Oh, bring me the pump. Why didn't you take the pump with you to begin with? She cleaned up the fishies one too, where that was froze over for quite a while. We're down to 10 fish. She said she kind of found pieces of 3, and it's like, well, is it because they didn't survive it? Because it was froze over and may not have been enough oxygen for them or whatever? Or did the others get hungry? I have no idea. But that's the story on them. The ones that are there look healthy. So. And you know, it never ceases to amaze me. They make these things, and like right there appears to be all of the electrical. All right by the tire. You know, I mean, there's the battery. That's actually probably a better place for a battery than where most of these outfits put them. You know, the Hondas, you got to take half the bike apart to get to them. This one is just right there. Obviously, the original hold down didn't hold up, since it's got a bungee cord on it. And you know, all we did was hose the crap off the top, and I just hosed under here. I didn't get serious about it. So it's still nice and clean. But yeah, I mean, you know, all that stuff could have gone somewhere other than where it gets full of shit and water and everything else. We still got a fur cone in here. Saw that when I laid down here a little bit ago. I thought about taking this hitch off and working on it rather than just bolting a piece to it. I was thinking about putting a receiver in it, which is what I did on the big Honda. But when you go chasing the bolts, and yeah, there's a bolt there too. Plastic piece goes over it, but then plastic piece is bolted in with it, and God knows what else. And you can't get into the others, so if they don't want to come out, you got to break them and drill them out. Well, this will work. Anyway, anybody wondering, that's actually a piece of 5/8 by 2.5. It's kind of overkill too. I mean, 3/8 by 2 is plenty, but I didn't happen to have any, and I had that, so that's what we's using. Hey, guess what? I'm laying on a creeper again. It's not tight. I just set it in there. Haven't touched it with my hands. Left it hanging on the wire till I put the main bolt in and kind of rolled it into place so I didn't have to take a chance of goobering up the paint. Like it matters, right? But I didn't want to goober that up anyway. And I hear noises. Oh, yeah. 2 of the boys and Rainy are in here. Whiskey's outside. Rain, you gonna say hi? She don't feel real good. I think she's a little constipated. So Ty's goofing off. She went to the store, gonna get her some of that there pumpkin puree, and it'll just get out of the way, I hope. Like y'all needed to know that, but yeah. And when I come back out after lunch, Mr. Blue over there is being a little jackass. He was in with that young cow and calf that are in by themselves, barking at her. So as soon as he realized I was in the barn and staring at him, he chose to take off running the other way, which was a very good idea. Anyway, luckily this thing sits high enough that that thing will fit under, so I'm going to tighten these up, and then I'm going to be done with that much. And I got to figure out what we got to do to change the engine oil in it, because God knows if that's ever even been changed. And see if there's a filter or a screen or what it has. You know what we got to do there. And since we don't have a manual, I'll look up online, I guess. Maybe there'll be a YouTube video of it. Looks like you just get a Bombardier video today. I tried to figure out where the serial number was on this thing before, and everything I have read says it's down there on the mainframe, on this side, right side on the mainframe. I haven't found it yet. I did find, it's gonna wash it out. The tag over there is the engine tag. Has the motor serial number, date it was made, and there's the 400. Made 11 of 05. And yes, I'm liking this light. As I blind you, I'm really liking it. And our oil leak here sure looks like it's valve cover. Looks like it's got a rubber gasket in it. Hopefully it's just loose. I don't know what I got to do to get into it. Haven't figured that out yet. Oh, hey, I forgot it's got a magnet on it that just stuck to the peg. So, hey, anybody? Chad? Jeremy? You guys are probably more familiar with these than me. Because everything I have seen has said that you'll find it pretty much right there. Now, granted, I haven't scraped the shit off of there, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. It does not look like there's a tag there. It says it's on the mainframe, right under the front differential. Both sides look the same. You know, if I scrape that off, I might find it. I don't know. Let's see. Water cooled, because it's got a radiator. I don't know if there's a fan up there or not. There is a sending unit right there off the bottom of it. There's all kinds of neat stuff when you look in here. Yes, that boot's shot, but the joint seems to be fine. So I guess we see if we can find boots for it, because both of them are shot. Just the ones out of the diff. The other ends are fine. Go figure. And you know, on that off chance that the information I had was from somebody that was dyslexic and didn't know their right from their left, this side looks just the same as the other. Can't see anything there. And yeah, I'm still learning how to use this light. There we go. Now you can't see it. I can kind of see it. Trying to see where the oil's coming from. I do see a bolt for that valve cover though. It's in the top. It might be a good place to start, right? So anyway, at least I got an engine number to go by. Doesn't mean it'll do me any good. And genuine Warren winch. If they still make them where they used to, they're made in Milwaukee, Oregon. Where they used to be made. That doesn't mean anything anymore. There's probably some Chinese writing on it someplace. And yes, I do like this little light. Matt the Scrap Whisperer was right. It's a good little light. Handy. And so far, been really good. I'm thinking, with the bracket that's on here, I'm thinking maybe that is actually supposed to, now that I shut my light off and folded it up so I can't get to it, I think maybe it's supposed to go on that bolt right in there, which would kind of put it right here, hit the switch. I mean, I'm not sure which side it goes on, but it kind of looks like that might be where it goes. No guarantees, because I have no clue. But there's got to be a better spot than... Oh, come on. Yeah, I missed part of it. There we go. Now it's off. One thing you got to watch on that. Yeah. So I still don't know where the machine serial number is. I say everything I have seen says it's right there, but nobody shows a picture of it. I haven't even found a YouTube video showing where it's at. One thing I can tell you I'm not real fond about. That comes up here quite a ways, which is fine. But for me getting on, I hit my foot on that every time. Doesn't matter which side I get on. Because it's just that much. You sit higher from your foot pegs up to the seat, I guess, than on the Hondas. Is how to put it. It feels funny sitting on it. I have found how you get to the oil filter. Take this cover off. And literally, right there's the oil filter housing. Round cover off right in there, and the filter comes out. Don't know what to use for oil, because there's quite a few different things mentioned. Because it's got the CVT transmission in it. And it's all one on this one. I guess on the bigger bikes they're separate, but on this one the engine and the transmission are the same. Take the same oil. Because it's all the same, kind of like on a Honda. Anyway, that's what I know. Probably already too long of a video, and like I say, all you get is the almighty Bombardier, Outlander, Rotex high output 400, Visco lock 4x4, and that's what I know. And the place that it was purchased from, where Brooke was working, that's where this place was. Walton Valley Irrigation, Power and Sports. They handle Bauer and 5 or 6 other irrigation travelers and pumps. And they got into these. The guy that had that before that, he was selling white tractors before white went out. But he wasn't in the same location. He was in a different location then. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. And anybody tell me where I can find that number for sure. I mean, it could be I just haven't cleaned it up enough. I didn't want to get scraping on something and find out it was a sticker and I scraped the sticker off either. So, and hey, everybody have a great Monday. You didn't really think I was going to let you get by without seeing some critters, right? Old lady and 612 there, the first two to come in. Although, nobody's in a big hurry. Ty wanted me to keep an eye on her, I think it was. She don't look like she's doing nothing. I mean, they've all got a little bit of mucus, but they can do that for a month or two. And, you know, like some of them got fancy new tags because we couldn't read them, so they got those the other day. All right. There you go. There's critters. I don't see Ruby. Maybe I do. Yeah. Oh, what do you know? She's right there. I was looking out too far away. Hi, Ruby. Just gonna ignore me? Okay, be that way. Just be that way. And they got plenty of this left in here. One good reason for feeding this stuff. I mean, we're still alternating, get them some good nutrition in the grass hay, but this stuff is coarser, which will help get their guts scraped up after the worms did their damage. If I had a bunch of oat hay, would be better, but this is the closest I got, so that's what we're gonna let it keep doing its thing, and it's probably been helping them anyway. Otherwise, quite a few of them might be pretty drawn down. I see a loose butt over there. I don't know who it is, though. Maybe she'll have a calf by morning. been a few days. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.